Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. We've got Anand again in the studio today. Talk about something really interesting. All you guys love real estate. Indians love real estate. Talking about real estate, buying and selling of real estate. Is it the market too high, too low? Is it the right time to buy? Is it the right time to sell? I thought I'll take Anand's advice on this. And where does he see the trends happening in India? And what's happening with high net worth individuals, especially in India, where they're putting their money in real estate. Hi, Anand.
Hi. Actually, what is happening is Indians love real estate, and there have been a very small fraction of Indians own these assets. And on outskirts of Bombay, say that outskirts, I mean 100 kilometers from Bombay, is where you will find a decent two-bedroom flat for 70 lakhs. In Madras, it is slightly better, maybe 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers from the center of the city, you will find something for 70 lakhs. I'm talking of new flats. The median income in India is 15,000.
Correct.
So we are talking, if you want a flat of 70 lakhs, a couple should have more than 1.5 to 2 lakhs income.
Very true.
Right? When you have 1.5 to 2 lakhs income, we are willing to pay 50% of it as housing loan. Not many have that.
Not many.
And it's also, if that is your primary residence, it has to be near your place of work. Because in India, transport infrastructure is not great, except Bombay. I cannot get to travel 150. Suppose somebody wants to travel 100 kilometers or 125 kilometers, come to the city of Madras to work. I know people who do that. It takes about 3.5 to 4 hours.
Correct.
So it's 8 hours.
Up and down.
Up and down. And 7 hours if you get the timings.
Correct.
Spot on. And it is controlled by the railways. So you have to be on time. So if you are looking at a 9 to 6 job, you have to leave your house at 5 in the morning. You have to be in the station at 5 in the morning.
Very true.
And you have to leave at, you will get back home at 11 o'clock.
Correct.
So cheap real estate where you can live is very difficult.
Very true.
And if you want to stay, say 30-40 kilometers away from house where you can buy these big bungalows at cheap prices, the amount of time you commute to work by car or any public transport is also huge and tiring.
Very true.
And somebody living in those areas will buy for 30-35 lakhs. And so, therefore, real estate as an investment is not happening. It's the guys who are buying a house to stay. And if I buy a property for a couple of crores in Madras, that's the market I know.
Correct.
There is no guarantee you are going to make even a 5% return.
True.
That is, I don't make 10 lakhs. I don't make 10 lakhs.
No.
For a couple of crores.
No.
I am very certain that even for 3-4 crore property, you won't make 12 lakhs in Madras, in the center of the city.
Yes.
That means the return rates are very low.
Very true.
And then you have very high registration taxes.
Very true.
So what have wealthy Indians been doing is going to Dubai and buying it is very cheap. I have been to Dubai, you have been to Dubai. Property in Dubai is extremely cheap and you make 7-8% on
Investment.
5% definitely. And plus the UAE dirham is locked to the US dollar.
True.
So when the dollar moves up, the dirham moves up. So what happens is you get a double benefit. I take my money. There is no volatility in price. I get a 5% return. And I also make a depreciation in currency.
Currency, yes.
Also, whenever there is a crisis in the world, people go to place like Dubai.
Very true.
But now what has happened, the mid-level rich are finding Dubai too expensive. And Singapore is out of anybody's pocket. Singapore does not allow real estate investment by non-permanent residents. And it is frightfully expensive.
Yes, for middle class Indians, yes.
Yes. So Singapore is out. So what these guys are now doing, they are finding Southeast Asian destinations like Thailand and Vietnam, where there are rules. Like in Thailand, you can have a maximum a 90-year lease on land. You cannot own the property. But who cares? 90 years is 90 years.
Yes, 90 years is more your lifetime. My lifetime.
My lifetime and my son's lifetime and my grandson's lifetime. So my grandson will worry about the property.
Correct.
He has to exit. You get plush property on the outskirts of Phuket facing the sea, you get 70 lakh property, which you cannot in India.
Correct.
And you can let it out for tourism.
Correct.
You can do an Airbnb and
Start getting some receivables from it.
receivables. And the amount is very low
Correct.
compared to what you will do it in what you will get in India.
Correct. And if you set it up correctly, you don't have to bring the money also to
I
India.
don't have to bring it up, bring it back here.
Correct.
And the Thai baht is doing very well against the USD. In countries like Vietnam, is also attracting investments by making it cheaper and better for foreigners to invest, and has huge tourist potential. But the only problem in Vietnam is the dong may fall against the rupee.
Correct.
So, but people are now buying property in Vietnam and definitely in Thailand, some of them in Malaysia, and of course in outskirts of Dubai. And then there are 7 more Emirates there. So definitely what Dubai does, Abu Dhabi will do tomorrow.
True.
Sharjah and Ras Al Khaimah, where properties will be available.
Correct.
So this desire for property is innate in all human beings. They want to buy one property.
Ownership, yes.
Ownership. And the myth is that the property prices never fall is because there is no transparent price discovery mechanism.
Like the stock market.
No, not like the stock market.
Correct.
And so what you think is what you get. What you dream as price is price, unless you are forced to sell. So they find it easy. So North Indians who have money are finding a way to buy it there. The only problem though, now they have put out 20% tax. So you will have to put it and claim it back. Then of course you will find innovative ways of taking money to Thailand and buying a
Correct.
property, because the Thai government is not going to ask where it came from,
As long as you're doing it there.
as long as you are doing it there. So looks what very clear that if I cannot buy property here and I'm not dependent on a bank loan and I have money, I'll buy it abroad.
But let's say you're a techie guy sitting with a young family in Dubai, or let's say you're sitting in Singapore and you're getting a good salary and you're thinking of buying property in India, and you rightly said, India's right now the price in the real estate market is crazy, and he has this deep desire to buy. Would you still advise him? What would be your advice? That's what I want people to know.
Okay, my personal advice, I have not bought
Yes,
property.
I want them. Yes, I want everyone
I
to
am
know.
not proper. When the market was really good, I told my father that I wanted to buy. He stopped me from buying thrice. And all those properties would have turned a big fortune.
Yes.
I missed on it thrice, and then I gave up in frustration. But after 2012, what happened is the 2008 to 12 properties really shot up. The one property we bought with your name, we brought it in center of Madras,
Correct.
leveraged it. It was bought on lever,
Yeah.
where we put up 30% of the capital, not 20,
Not only
35% of our capital.
Yeah.
Took 65% loan, and the rent was enough to pay the EMI.
Correct. That was a very rare thing.
Now, those days it was common.
Yes. Now we can't imagine it.
You can't imagine. And matter of 5 years, not even 5 years, I think,
Yeah. Less than 5 years.
less than 5 years, you sold it
Yes. At 4 times.
more than 4 times.
Yes.
You sold it at 6 times the purchase price. And we had brought down the loan by some 4-5 lakhs,
Yes.
paid off the loan.
Yes.
And once you take out the lever, the return was nearly 10 times the capital you put in 5
Yes.
years.
And capital gains are much lower also.
Capital gains were much. No. But what you made 10 times the money.
Yes.
What I'm trying to tell you is, between 2003 was a nodal point when 2004, the finance minister, then the prime minister, who became the finance prime minister, start to carry down a policy which the previous governments thought of in 2000, end of 2003, that is came with the 2004 3 budget, but really took shape in 2004 and he let it carry on, was to set off interest against loans as tax.
Correct.
And so that created a building boom.
True.
Within 4 years, property which was selling for 2,000 rupees a square feet went to 10,000 rupees a square feet, because every Indian got access to a
Credit line.
credit line. And the boom has gone so far. And today the problem is, there are no places. You saw what happened to Nilgiris on.
Yes. On Radhakrishnan Road.
Yes, a private sector bank has taken it over.
Yes.
It was a very prime shopping center for nearly 30, 40 years.
All my life.
All your life.
Yes.
And what is the reason?
Such a brand it was. Yes.
Yes, it was a great brand. And what is the reason? They are not able to sell it.
Correct.
There was a hotel on top.
Yes.
I have gone there many times.
Yes, the property owner is very sure that the price the bank needs it at, nobody will be there to buy it.
Nobody will be there to buy it.
Yes.
And it is an insane because nobody wants to buy real estate because shopping, as Sir says, is dead.
Very true.
Eating out on an impulse is dead.
True.
Right? Unless
True.
I want to dine out, go out and dine. Impulse buying is dead. And shopping is dead. Hybrid culture has meant that requirement for office space is declining.
Very true.
And there are more empty flats than number of people looking for houses to buy.
True.
So all this means that real estate in India is going in for a long and painful correction. If you look at graphs of real estate companies,
But what would you say about this whole thing of notion of buying abroad?
see, it is not for everybody.
Yes.
I don't know how much you can travel.
Yes. And no one can see the clarity what's the situation
See,
going to be
buying
geopolitically
Dubai,
also.
no. Buying Dubai and buying Singapore where rule of law is strong. Dubai because he has no choice but to keep you. In Vietnam there was communist rule, so you can still the communist party is ruling. Tomorrow they can turn around and say, thank you, man, this property is not yours.
Yes.
It has happened in the past.
Yes.
It's like buying in China. Thailand, the current king is very unpopular and therefore there is constant unrest.
Correct.
They have never allowed a prime minister to settle for the last 2 decades.
Correct.
So there's a lot of disturbance.
Correct.
So geopolitically, I won't buy Vietnam. I won't buy
Thailand.
Thailand nor Malaysia.
And as far as we see Singapore and Dubai, real estate there. Prices,
Singapore is too costly.
Yes. And even
Dubai-
Dubai now is because of the Russian money, like Shashwat did a video on it.
Yeah.
It's become too expensive now.
So it is better to stay out, is my opinion.
Correct.
You have a lot of money, you can do Europe.
Yes.
But lot of money not to buy, that's easy. But for you to maintain that property because you won't be
Absolutely
traveling to
true.
Europe.
Up and down.
Yeah, traveling to Europe up and down every year. And you should be able to take off 3 months in a year from your work.
So for a middle class Indian, it's best to invest and sit.
No, you buy,
That's what-
take other routes.
Other routes.
Right now, unless you have the cash to burn, real estate does not make sense.
Correct. So as most of our viewers are middle class Indians or slightly higher middle class Indians if you're outside India, Anand's advice is still the same. Stay in the stock market, stay in the bond market. Don't
Stay
venture
with
in,
gold.
Stay with gold and don't try and venture into real estate. Even if you read these articles and these great promotions being offered to you, trying to hook you, it's better to stay clear of real estate even if it's outside India.
Thank you for
Reasons, huh?
watching Be Rich. If you liked it, like the content, please comment, turn on the bell notification, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends and relatives. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich. I am in Tokyo on work on the 5th of August 2023. I have a lot of following in Japan, Tokyo. Those who want to meet me in Tokyo on 5th August, kindly drop me an email on the address given below or contact us on WhatsApp there. My team would get in touch with you and facilitate the meeting. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.